Hello children, welcome back to the new session. Last video I had explained about the conduction and convection. Also I had just explained, and one experiment also we had explained last one activity, how the potassium permanganate will be spreading whole water in the beaker, and the convection takes place from hotter molecules to the colder molecules. So today we will do the next part of the chapter, that is activity 4.9. So here there is a small experiment you can see on the screen. One person is keeping his hand, one above the flame and one on the side, and what feeling he is having we can see now. Light a candle, keep one hand above the flame and one hand on the side of the flame. Now how that person feels? Do your hands feel equal hot? If you are also keeping your hands just above the flame and on the side, which one you feel more hot or feeling very hot? The hand which is kept just above the flame will be feeling more hot than the side. Now, if do your hands feel equally hot? If not, which hand feels hotter and why? So are you thinking this type of questions when we will feel like that? Why both the hands will not get the same amount of heat? What is the reason behind it? Now, the scientific reason is that towards the top, the air gets heated by convection. Yesterday, I had explained convection. So, the air is a gaseous substance. It will get heated by convection method. Convection is taking place in liquids and gaseous substance. Therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. On the sides, however, there is no convection and air does not feel as hot as the top. So comparing to the hand on the top, side hand will not get that much hot. The reason is air gets heated by convection and it goes upwards. Therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. On the sides, there is no convection and the air does not feel as hot as the hand at the top. Now, this we can relate it to the nature also. In nature, there are two types of breezes, that is sea breeze and land breeze. How it occurs, we can see now. The people living in the coastal areas experience an interesting phenomenon. During the day, the land gets heated faster than the water. The air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. The cooler air from the sea rushes in towards the land to take its place. The warm air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. The air from the sea is called sea breeze. So, what you understand from these points? I hope during the summer season, most of them like to go in the seashore, isn't it? That also daytime. We can spend a lot of time near the coastal regions. So those people living in the coastal areas, they are experiencing this particular phenomenon, interesting phenomenon every day. That means during the daytime, due to the rays of the sun or heat of the sun, the land gets heated faster than the water, because water is a poor conductor, so it takes more time to get it heated. The air above the land becomes hotter and rises up. You had already studied the when the air gets heated, it becomes lighter in weight and it goes upper and upper position, that is higher and higher. So the lower portion become empty. So that place what happened? The cooler air from the sea rushes in towards the land to take its place. If the place become empty, the cooler air from the sea during the daytime blows towards that lower level. So the warm air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. So when the cold air or the cooler air from the sea rushes towards the land and the hotter air from the land, it goes upper and upper and it moves towards the sea during the daytime. The air from the sea is called the sea breeze. So sea breeze occurs during the daytime. To receive the cooler sea breeze, the windows of the houses in coastal areas are made to face the sea. Those who had visited any coastal places, like we can say any coastal region, there are so many hotels are there. So most of the hotels you can see the sea view, it is written, the windows will be facing towards the sea. So early morning and evening we can stand near the windows, you can see the sunrise and the sunset also. So that you can see most of the houses, the windows of the houses in the coastal areas are made to face the sea. Because of that, during the daytime, they will not feel very hot and they are feeling more comfortable because the cold air from the sea blowing towards the land. At the same time, the hotter air from the land goes upper and upper and it blows towards to the sea. Now just reverse, it takes place during the night time. At night, it is exactly the reverse. The water cools down more slowly than the land. Water cools down more slowly because water gets heated also very slowly. It releases the heat also very slowly. Land gets heated faster and it loses its heat also faster. So the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. So during the night time, the water cools down slowly than the land. So the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. When we come out in the sun, we feel warm. So if you will go outside during the daytime, you feel warm. How does the heat from the sun reaches to us? Because the sun is far away from us. Still, when we will stand outside the house or outside the room, we feel warm or cold. How the sunlight, how the heat of the sun from the sun reaches to us? It cannot reach us by conduction or convection, as there is no medium such as air is most part of the space between the earth and the sun. So you might have studied conduction and convection takes place only through some medium. Conduction takes place in solids and convection takes place in liquids and gaseous substance. But uh, between the sun and the earth there is a place called vacuum, that we will call it a space. There is no air or any other gases, but the sunlight will be falling directly on the earth and giving light and heat. So the sunlight can travel without a medium and it can transfer heat without a medium. Students, you see the picture on the screen. These are sea breezes and land breezes. Sea breeze occurs during the daytime and the land breeze occurs during the night time. Now, the radiation. Radiation is a process by which the heat of the sun comes to us without a medium. So, the transfer of heat by radiation does not require any medium. It can take place whether a medium is present or not. If a medium is there, then also radiation can take place. If there is no medium, then also the radiation can take place. Now, when we sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process. So, radiation, one example, if during the very cold winter season, especially in the winter places, that is like Jammu and Kashmir or Ladakh, etc., we cannot sit in the room without a room heater. So if we will sit near the room heater, slowly and slowly our body also gets warm. Same way, bonfire. During the winter season, you can see on the roadside people will be burning leaves, paper or wood, etc., and they will sit and they will keep their body warm. So this process all takes place through radiation. There is no medium between that fire and us, but our body also gets warm during the winter season if we will sit near a fire. A hot utensil kept away from the flame cools down as it transfers heat to the surroundings by radiation. This also, if we will keep a very hot vessel after cooking, suddenly we will keep down, and after 10-15 minutes or after half an hour, if we will touch the vessel, it becomes less hot, or sometimes it is cold also. What happens or how it happens? That is, when the vessel is kept outside, there is air and the heat will be transferred to the air or the surrounding places without a medium or with a medium. That is, air is there, so a medium is there, so the heat will be transferred to the air. So slowly and slowly the vessel gets cooled. Now our body too gives heat to the surroundings and receives heat from it by radiation. So same method, our body also. Our body too gives heat to the surroundings. For example, if you will rub your hands very 2-3 times and try to keep on your cheeks during the winter season, you feel hot or warm. The reason itself that when we will rub both the hands, there will be heat is producing due to the friction, and that heat will be transferred to our cheeks. So during the winter season, all are doing like that to protect ourselves from cold. All the hot bodies radiate heat. When this heat falls on some object, a part of it is reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. So any hot bodies, whether it is a vessel or a frying pan or it is an iron box, whatever it is, all the hot bodies radiate heat. When this heat falls on an object, a part of that heat is reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. It varies from object to object. The temperature of the object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. So if the object is getting the heat, a part of the heat will be absorbed by that object, then due to that its temperature is increasing. Now, why are you advised to use an umbrella when you go out of the sun? In villages and all, people generally using the umbrella to protect themselves from severe heat during the summer season. We are using here only umbrella for uh, protecting us from rainy season, to protect from rainwater. But those places it is very hot, they are using umbrellas during the daytime in summer season to cover their head from the hot sun. So here also you can see direct sunlight is not falling on the umbrella, and generally the umbrella cover is black in color. Black surface is having the characteristic to absorb heat more and release heat very slowly. So maximum heat of the sun will be absorbed by this umbrella. So it protects our body from severe heat. That is why we are using especially the black color umbrella during the summer season to protect ours from severe hot. So students, today I had explained some particular part of the chapter, and remaining part we will discuss next video. So today which points I had explained, just I will revise. There are three modes of transmission of heat: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction takes place in solid substances. It transfers heat from hotter end to the colder end without moving themselves, without moving the molecules. Molecules are very closely arranged, so they will not move, but they transfer heat from one end to another end. In convection, the hotter molecules move themselves and transfer heat to the colder molecules, especially in water, air, etc. So convection takes place in liquids and gases. The third type of or third mode of transfer of heat is radiation. In radiation, a medium is not necessary for transfer of heat. If the medium is there or not, it can transfer heat. So example is, the heat of the sun will be falling on the earth, and the objects on the earth will get heated through this method, that is radiation. So radiation will take place from a hotter object. Those who are nearby that object, the heat will be transferred through radiation. For example, if you will sit during the winter season in a room with a room heater, our body also get warm. If we will keep a hot vessel from the fire, keep it outside for some time, after some minutes you can see that the vessel become cooled. Here the heat of the vessel will be transmitted or transferred to the surroundings through radiation method. So remaining part of the chapter we will explain next class. So go through the video and try to understand the points which we had